I started getting more heavy into drugs around 12 years old. Um, I would hang out with one of my older cousins in particular. He and his friends, they had graduated, and it was my place to get away. It was a sense of belonging. It was a sense of maturity to me, so I didn't really see it as a problem. Around 14 years old, the tension had grew very, very thick between me and my parents. And I decided I didn't want to stay there anymore. I ran away, and in doing so, I continued, with drugs, I continued with alcohol. And outside of alcohol and weed, the next drug that I experimented with was ecstasy. Me being a musician, me writing and doing music, it felt like it just elevated my performance. I love that rush. I love that feeling of just being there. It really felt alive. From there on, I started messing with meth. Eventually, crack showed up. It just fell into line with everything else. It just felt like something that I enjoyed doing. So around the end of my addiction, I had got up to where I was drinking pretty much about a gallon and a half a day. I was waking up in time to make it to the store for 6 o'clock to get me a bottle and get me a beer. From that point on, all day long, that's what my focus was on, getting another one. I couldn't keep an apartment. My relationships were tore up, so looking back, my life had been unmanageable for a long time because of drugs and alcohol. It just dawned on me, it has to be a better way. It has to be something else. I have to do something to make a change in my life, because it was just dead end. They had a room at Baton Rouge Detox, and I went there, went through the detox program, went through their residential program, and from there I came here to the O'Brien house. I immediately felt like I was cared about. I mean, everybody seemed genuinely interested in my success and my well-being, and it's been something that hasn't changed throughout my whole stay here. Whoever can takes the time out to sit down and address a issue, even if it's just you needing somebody to vent to for a little while. We have a total of 15 meetings throughout the week. It's recovery. You get to fellowship with other people who are dealing with the same issues. The structure, the way that everything is set up, the day itself, it gives a routine. And it helps me. By following that, I learned discipline. I can assume from the way that my life was going, I would probably be dead if I had not came to the O'Brien house. It was that bad. After being here and going through the program, I actually feel alive. Not the false sense of life that I had when using drugs and drinking alcohol. I actually not only feel alive, but I'm able to feel life. It's inspired me to be of help to others. It's inspired me to go back to school. This will be my third semester starting today back at Baton Rouge Community College. It had been 14 years since I had actually been in college, so that's something else that I'm glad I was able to pick back up, which again has contributed to O'Brien House. For the future, my plans actually to transfer from over in the kitchen to a part of the clinician staff here at the O'Brien House. When I was first starting to go to school, I actually wrote up a promissory note in pen and handwriting, and it was stating my intentions while being here to intern here and then to become a part of the staff. This place has been a staple for me, and it is such a huge part of my life. So I feel it only necessary that I continue to give back. Not everybody seeks recovery for the purpose of recovering. The ones who actually get it are the people who come for themselves, the people who've actually hit a rock bottom. people who have nowhere else to turn and they see no other recourse but to seek help. So went through the IOP process, and then came graduation. It was crazy. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. You know, the whole day I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna get up here, gonna say what I'm gonna say, gonna make somebody laugh, and bam, okay, Dameon, you did it. And I'm really not one to be at a loss of words, but as soon as I got my medallion in my hand, everything just went blank. It's like time stood still for a second. You know, this was the first thing that I had completed in forever. You know, but of course I did cry, and I cried even more. Man, my mom got up and she came up there to hug me, and and she's crying. I'm crying. I look out, so many other people crying, and I'm just like, she gives me a hug, and she thanks O'Brien House. You know, she thanks them for returning her son back to her. You know, I had to thank the staff for being there, for showing the interest in me, for giving me the assistance that I needed. And I think that's something important for anybody who is struggling with addiction, to have somebody who does believe in them, who does have hope that they can once again be the person that they were.
O'Brien House has changed me in many different ways. It has changed the way I look at myself, my self-worth. It's changed the way I want to live my life.
A lot of us coming here with nothing at all, no mindset, no nothing. But these groups and the people that work here and the things that they do for us is amazing. I don't think I've ever heard of a place like O'Brien House nowhere else before.
I love life. I actually say it constantly throughout the day before I close my eyes and I look at my past and where I'm at and how I feel about myself, and I can honestly say I love life.
Everyone, they go out their way to help you to stay in recovery, to achieve the things that you need to achieve as a person.
You just feel like you're at home. All the staff is like our parents. You don't have to have drugs to live your life, basically. You could just be you, sober and free. And it's the best feeling in the world. The best feeling in the world. I like that. It'd be a wonderful idea to donate. Because not only are you donating to the program, you're donating to our lives.
It's about help, you know, and with the limited resources that they have, you know, it's amazing that they're able to touch and help as many people as they really do.